The dim glow of my phone cut through the darkness of our apartment, blue light slicing across the furniture like a warning. My thumb hovered above the incoming message, heart hammering. Staying late at the office tonight. Don't wait up. The note from Lena struck me, not for what it said, but for the hour, 10:47 p.m., and the clipped, emotionless tone. A knot tightened in my stomach, a quiet alarm telling me something wasn't right. I typed back with fingers trembling, half mocking, half anxious. Hope you and Jake from accounting crushed the presentation. I pressed send, expecting silence, nothing more. 20 minutes later, the front door rattled. Lena appeared, her keys shaking in her hand, her face drained of color as if she'd seen something horrific. The living room looked ordinary, our everyday chaos frozen in time. Cushions mismatched on the couch, a half-drunk wine glass on the coffee table, the faint murmur of the city sneaking through the cracked window. I stayed rooted, phone clutched, the message thread glaring like a spotlight on my doubt. Lena's coat was only half off, her hair slightly messy, and those hazel eyes I'd studied for years darted everywhere but at me. "You're back early," I said cautiously, my voice low, testing her reaction. She flinched, dropping her keys with a sharp clink. "I wrapped up the meeting," she mumbled, tossing her coat over a chair. Her phone buzzed from inside her bag. She ignored it, but the sound made my spine stiffen. I'd noticed her habits changing lately. The way her phone never faced me at dinner, the subtle way she angled it when she answered late-night work calls, voice softening, almost intimate. I tried to dismiss it as paranoia, a symptom of routine and overthinking. But seeing her now, pale, restless, her excuses thin and fragile, all the buried suspicions surged to the surface. "Jake from accounting?" I asked, forcing a smile that felt brittle. Her gaze snapped to mine, wide and raw, a flicker of guilt, fear, anger passing through. She opened her mouth, hesitated, fingers twisting the hem of her blouse. "It was just a joke," I softened, giving her a chance to laugh it off, to dismiss the tension. But my heart thudded against my ribs, desperate for her to make it right. "It's not what you think," she murmured finally, voice low. She sank onto the couch, distant, hands clasped tight in her lap. "Jake, he's just a coworker. We were finishing the quarterly report." Her words sounded rehearsed, like she'd said them to herself on the ride home. I wanted to believe her, God, I wanted to. But the air between us felt suffocating, heavy with things left unsaid. Her phone buzzed again, urgent, relentless. Then, why the rush? Why the trembling hands? My tone sharpened despite my effort. Why does it feel like something is being hidden? My voice cracked on the last word, betraying the weeks of unease I'd swallowed silently. Her social media had offered subtle hints, tagged photos from office outings she never mentioned, late-night stories of unknown skylines, locations sharing mysteriously off. I'd reasoned it away. Stress, work pressure, maybe my own insecurities. Now, standing there, she avoided my eyes, and my rationalizations fell apart. "I'm not hiding anything," she said, voice shaking. She reached for her phone and silenced it without looking. That gesture, small and casual, felt like a spark landing on dry tinder. "Then show me," I said, rising. "Every message, every email, every late-night chat. Prove I'm wrong." The words tasted bitter on my tongue but spilled out, raw, urgent. Her jaw tightened. "You don't trust me," she stated, not questioning, accusing. "After everything." Her breath hitched, and I feared tears. But she didn't cry. She grabbed her purse, murmured, "I need air," and made for the door. "Don't," I said, stepping in front, voice now soft, pleading. "Don't run. Talk to me." I reached for her hand. She pulled away, fingers cold and trembling. The gap between us wasn't just physical. It was a chasm carved by weeks of half-truths and quiet nights. I thought of our early days, texting until dawn, laughing over emojis, whispering promises of forever. Now, those same phones were instruments of distance, hiding secrets I feared to uncover. "I'm not running," she said, eyes glassy, voice thick with things unsaid. I can't do this right now. She slipped past me, and the door clicked. Silence, broken only by the city's hum, settled around me. I collapsed onto the couch, phone still clutched, staring at the thread, searching for the moment everything shifted. A month ago, caught up at work. Don't worry. 2 weeks later, networking event. Might be late. Small, innocent messages, now breadcrumbs leading to an uncomfortable truth. I scrolled through Instagram. The app we once shared for laughs now curated half-truths. A recent story. Lena laughing in a dim bar, Jake's arm just in the frame. My stomach twisted, and I powered the phone down, unable to watch. The next hour blurred, pacing, coffee, gnawing anxiety, but I resisted touching her phone. Instead, I replayed the past months, distracted smiles, abrupt stops mid-sentence when her phone lit up, sudden solo dinners while she traveled for work. I had told myself it was ambition. But ambition didn't explain soft whispers, locked screens, late-night secrecy. When she returned, her eyes were red, mascara smudged, phone buzzing like a trapped insect. "Tell me the truth," I said, voice steady despite the storm. "No more excuses. Just tell me." Her gaze met mine, heavy, almost unbearable. "It's not an affair," she admitted, voice breaking. "Not physically, but I've been talking to Jake. More than I should have. Emotionally." Each word cut, sharper than I expected. Why him? Why not me? My whisper trembled with heartbreak. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she said, tears spilling. "You were always here, but I felt alone. Work, it crushed me. And Jake, he listened." She reached for my hand. I recoiled, the wound too raw. "I love you," she pleaded. "I swear I do. I got lost." I wanted to scream, to smash her phone, to demand every detail. But I only sat, the weight of her confession pressing down. "What now?" I asked hollowly. "I don't know," she whispered. Honesty hung heavy between us, a knife in the quiet. We sat, the city's hum filling the void, both of us lost in the ruins of what we thought was forever.